Well, good afternoon, and welcome, folks, to another episode of 162 Times. I'm your host, Daniel Turner. It's great to be with you here today to bring you our daily baseball recap and preview show. And we have some baseball to recap, which occurred on Tuesday night in Boston, Massachusetts. In fact, the Boston Red Sox took on the Seattle Mariners. They played a game. We're going to talk about that. We'll talk about the game that they are going to play on Wednesday, the concluding game of the series, and we'll also look at the scores from around the majors on a fairly busy Tuesday and how that impacts the playoff chances of your Seattle Mariners. So, first things first, the Mariners win a game. They win 10-6 over the Red Sox at Fenway. Great score, 10 runs for the Mariners. They scored 7 runs the night before, 10 runs that night. Wow, what's happening? Can they hit? Is that how it is? Amazing. They moved to 57 and 52, which is actually back in first in the American League West. So, spoiler alert, the Pirates beat the Astros again on Tuesday night, which was really terrific. The loss drops the Red Sox to 56 and 50, third in the American League East, and they lost ground to the Mariners in the wild card chase. The winning pitcher was Luis Castillo. He goes to 9 and 10 on the year, 3.43 ERA now. The loss went to Ladner, British Columbia's James Paxton. He moves to 8 and 3 with a 4.52 ERA. Mariners had 10 hits, no errors, and 10 runs. The Red Sox had 11 hits, 6 runs, and 3 errors. Wow. In terms of the pitching lines, Paxton was okay. He went 4 and a third, gave up 6 hits, 6 runs. Only 3 of them were earned, though. He walked 1 and struck out 5. He also gave up a home run. Luis Castillo was great as usual. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk, 4 Ks, and 1 home run given up. The bullpen for the Mariners was decent with the exception of Taylor Saucedo. He came out of the pen first, and the lefty did 2/3 of an inning. He gave up 2 hits, 3 fully earned runs, and struck out 1. Then Colin Snyder gave up 2 hits, but got out of his third of an inning without doing any further damage. Jimmy Garcia did an inning, gave up 1 hit, struck out 1, and Andres Munoz, not a save situation, but he did the 9th, pitching a clean inning with 2 strikeouts. On the Red Sox side of things, it was Kelly Ramirez and Criswell who completed the game. They gave up a total of 4 hits, 4 runs, only 3 of which were earned. They walked 2 and struck out 1. So the Red Sox only struck out 6 Mariners, which is a minor miracle, and the Mariners struck out 8 Red Sox. Castillo did 100 pitches. Paxton did 72. All right, in terms of the scoring, how did the Mariners make all this happen? Well, it was new guy Justin Turner getting things started in the second. He singled, and that allowed Victor Robles to score. He was then thrown out at second, trying to go to second, but whatever. 1-0 Seattle after 1. Bottom of 3, Rafi Devers got the Red Sox on the board and in the lead with a 3-run homer, his 24th of the year, scoring Wilyer Abreu and Masataka Yoshida in the process. Top 4, though, Jorge Polanco, hotter than the sun, his 10th homer of the year, a solo shot, brought the Mariners to within 1. And then top of 5, interesting play, but Randy Arozarena reached on a fielder's choice, which allowed Mitch Haniger to score. First, he was called out, but then he was declared safe on the replay. And it was a fielding error by Ceddanne Rafaela who allowed that to happen. It really was a double play ball that Rafaela booted and then didn't get over to first in time. So good stuff for the Mariners to tie the game. Same inning, Justin Turner grounded out, but that allowed Leo Rivas to score, who was on third. 4-3 Seattle at that point. They kept it going because then Dylan Moore, with the bases loaded, doubled off the Green Monster at Fenway, scoring all the guys on base. So that was Robles, Arozarena, and Polanco. 7-3 Mariners at that point. Huge play by Dylan Moore. Top of 6, guess who? Jorge Polanco doubled, bringing in Robles again, 8-3 at that point. A wild pitch allowed Cal Raleigh to score in the same inning, and then a stolen base and a throwing error allowed Jorge Polanco to score as well. So that made it 10-3. Bottom of 7, Devers singled, bringing in Rafaela, and then Tyler O'Neill singled, bringing in Yoshida, and then Dominic Smith doubled, bringing in Devers. So that made it 10-6, but that was as close as they'd come. So really good night for the Mariners. On offense, Victor Robles at the top of the lineup, 2 for 5 with 3 runs. Amazing. Arozarena was 1 for 5 with a run and an RBI. Turner was 1 for 5 with 2 RBI. Polanco was 2 for 4 with 3 runs and 2 ribbies. Moore was 2 for 3 with 3 RBI. It was a great night hitting for the boys. So they're looking to keep that going and win the series at 4 p.m. on Wednesday. So we actually know the score already, but you know how we do the show. We're not going to do that. We'll just talk about the pitching matchup. So for the Mariners, they have, the Mariners in Game 3 of this series will be rolling out George Kirby. So it'll be Gorgeous George's turn to try and get the series victory. George on the season is 8-7, 3.04 ERA, 23 starts, 136 innings pitched, 131 strikeouts, and an even 1.00 whip. Really, really super. He will be facing off against Brian Bayo, the 25-year-old from the Dominican Republic, who is 9-5 this season with a 5.13 ERA in 19 starts, 107 innings pitched, 103 strikeouts, 1.44 whip. So, good chance for the Mariners to make up some more ground in the wild card and take the win with that pitching matchup. In terms of the batters, similar lineup for the Red Sox. It'll be Jarren Duran, center field, Willie Abreu, right, Masataka Yoshida DHing, Rafi Devers at third, Rob Refsnyder gets a start in left, Dominic Smith at first, Danny Jansen, former Blue Jay, will catch, Dominic Hamilton will play second, and Ceddanne Rafaela will be at shortstop. On the Mariners side of things, it'll be the same at the top. Oh, no, different at the top. So it'll be Josh Rojas leading off, playing third. Rosarena will bat second and play left. Raleigh will DH, bat third. Justin Turner in the cleanup spot, playing first base. Polanco will bat fifth and play second. Rayleigh will be in center field, batting sixth. Dylan Moore will be at short, batting seventh. Mitch Garver will catch and bat eighth. And Jason Vosler will be in right field, batting ninth. So good luck, boys, tomorrow night. Now, in terms of how this all shakes out and impacts things, as we alluded to in the earlier part of this show, the Pirates were victorious over the Astros. So we'll start there in terms of bringing you the scores. They won 6-2. 11 hits for the Pirates in that one, 10 for the Astros, but not very many runs scored for the Astros, and they committed 3 errors. That's not how you win games. So keep doing that, Houston. Keep doing that. The Pirates and the Astros now have an identical 55 and 52 record, and that helps the Mariners regain first place in the division. Elsewhere, the Royals beat the White Sox 4-3. Not great for the wild card purposes. The Braves beat the Brewers 5-1. That's a National League matchup. The Angels beat the Rockies 10-7 in a loser bowl. Nobody cares. The Diamondbacks thumped the Nationals 17-0. Good for the Diamondbacks. Padres over the Dodgers 6-5. And the Athletics beat the Giants 5-2. Cardinals beat the Rangers 8-1 in an interleague series, so that helps the Mariners by keeping the Rangers at bay. And the Mets beat the Twins 2-0, which also helps the Mariners in the wild card pursuit. Reds beat the Cubbies 6-3. Guardians beat the Tigers 5-0. Orioles beat the Blue Jays 6-2. Yankees beat the Phillies 7-6. And the Rays beat the Marlins 9-3. So all in all, a really good night for the Mariners on Tuesday in terms of the out-of-town scoreboard and their own performance. We wish them the best on Wednesday afternoon, and we'll check in with you tomorrow.